Hi guys, everyone. And yes, this is the Liver Awareness Show. So yes, this is a chance to spread some more awareness about children's liver disease and for the charity Children's Liver Disease Foundation. And yeah, also a chance for you to get your questions in, any questions you may have. Also a chance for you to come on the show, and express any feelings that you have, any issues you may have, any problems that you might find difficult to cope with, especially during this pandemic, during this difficult time. It's your chance to give you a chance to let it out and talk. Best medicine is to talk. That is a fact. I am now putting the link in the chat. I did. So yeah. Hopefully we're going for an hour and we'll be learning a bit more about liver disease while we're doing this, as well as a chance to let you have your say. Quickly going there. So yeah, this work obviously for the charity itself, and yeah, I'm just gonna quickly set this all up. We got Charlie on the show. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm not too bad. Just trying to message some people. About any. So yeah, first off, is there anything that you want to address about anything?
No, I just came on for a bit of a chat because I'm a bit bored in lockdown.
Yeah. How are you coping with lockdown at the minute?
I'm doing alright. I wouldn't say I'm doing brilliant, but I wouldn't say I'm suffering.
Okay, so what do you say is the worst thing about it at the minute?
Not seeing friends and family. Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing for everyone, isn't it? I think that's definitely the main thing for everyone is not seeing friends and family. What I would like is for everyone that's in the chat to share the stream while we're live, get this shared out and get people involved as much as we can, so we can get help as many people as we can. So I'm just trying to let some more people know that I'm live.
How are you coping in lockdown?
I'm alright, to be honest. I mean, when it first came out, when we were going into lockdown, I don't think it'd be too much different to be stuck in hospital, to be honest. So
yeah, definitely.
I'd say I'll always be saying to myself that it could be worse. Like it could be stuck to a hospital bed or something. So yeah, I would say it's definitely difficult. Not so much difficult for me in a sense than others. Daniel is on. How are you?
Fine, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself? Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you need to talk about?
Not really. This is the first time ever I think we're going to lose a game.
Oh, is it?
You're not just going to lose, mate. You're going to get absolutely battered.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Is that the Chelsea game, isn't it? So yeah, I'll be doing a watch along to that as well.
Nah, let's go. We didn't score that many.
Yeah, I think it'd be a difficult game for you guys. We'd love to see how Tuchel fares against Simeone. But I think if you want to progress in the Champions League, you've got to face the difficult sides anyway.
To win it, you've got to beat the best.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. So otherwise, it wouldn't be the best competition. One of the best, probably the best competition in Europe. So
and you'd rather beat the best early to knock them out.
Yeah, I could say that. You could say that. But then it's always nice when the opposition gets it instead. So definitely. Yeah, just gonna quickly share this while we're live.
Anyway, Daniel, how are you, mate?
Fine. Told you I'm fine.
Yeah, just quickly sharing this. Right. So, Kian, hiya, how are you? Kian, if the link's in the chat, if there's anything you want to discuss, but let's crack on with the liver disease as usual. Rafinha. Can you reply to my your Insta message? Okay. Just give me 2 seconds. Is it? Trying to think. I can't see your message anywhere. Am I next on the Sarcasm City? Probably beginning of March, probably. The Sarcasm City will be doing on the 5th of March putting their links in the description for those streams for that day to raise money for the charities. And I will be going back on the Guns Talk at some point when probably in the next few weeks or so, maybe. So this time I actually will turn up on time. It was only because I had the vaccine beforehand, and it gave us a bit of flu-like symptoms. So it's not. Yeah, it could be. It could have been. Yeah, at least I got there in the end. I'm gonna probably learn. I'm probably gonna actually learn something new, X. I'm gonna go through autoimmune disease, and I'm actually gonna learn this while I'm at it because I know some, but this is not a. You ain't got a clue what this channel's about, have you? Mate, I'm not doing your GTA shit, right? And this is an awareness show, right? Because this is a charity channel. So you either can talk about and ask me questions about liver disease and COVID, or what if you're dealing with any problems, you can come on the show and have your say, or say it in the chat, whatever, right? But leave that shit out, please, right? Because I don't do GTA and I am not racing, and you can stop waffling on about crap, honestly, basically, because, right? So yeah, I'm going to share this. I've got to share the screen, haven't I? That's a good idea. You are a sick bastard. This is a charity show, you sick bastard. Right? You behind stage. I know what you're doing, you fucking idiot. Right? How dare you? How fucking dare you? Right? And it's the same fucking guy as well.
What's happened?
It's the same fucking guy that keeps coming on.
In
Right?
backstage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'll
Done.
tell you what, Friday 5th, you better not be there, I swear to God, because I'll hunt him down. Right, hardest obstacle in your life because, hang on.
Of your disease, he said.
Yeah, amen, brother, I understand it's all good on the Billy Treasure. Okay, yeah, the hardest obstacle in your life because of your disease. Yeah, it has been. What does that mean? I don't understand what the word means. What, Billy Atresia? If you want, I can go back and show you. I know, Tim, it is out of order. It is absolutely out of order. Yeah, Kin, are you not understanding what Billy Atresia means? Because I can show you if you need to, but I'm going to quickly go through an autoimmune disease right now. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Just can't believe fucking people are like that. Sick cunts, all of them. Jesus. So yeah, autoimmune liver disease in children can be classified as autoimmune hepatitis, cholangitis, overlap syndrome, known as autoimmune cirrhosis. These are sort of there's different types of autoimmune diseases. There's the hepatitis one, where it means the inflammation of the liver or the liver cells or hepatitis are the main target and therefore is called hepatitis, which is the inflammation of liver cells. This is different from hepatitis caused by viruses such as hepatitis A, B, C. So this is where you actually clinically have sort of autoimmune sort of hepatitis. It can be difficult for autoimmune liver disease to be diagnosed because of the symptoms are very similar to many other disorders and can vary greatly. Some children and young people with autoimmune disease may appear well and active, whilst others may be very ill and have signs of liver failure. Most common symptoms are tiredness and general feeling unwell, loss of appetite. There's other symptoms like nausea, abdominal pain, jaundice, dark pale stools is the usual giveaway. Joint and muscle pain, weight loss, itching, fever, nosebleeds, bleeding gums, and bruising easily. Diarrhea, swollen abdomen, swelling, especially in the lower legs, irritability and confusion. These are later sort of symptoms. How is it autoimmune disease? I know it can be diagnosed through the usual blood tests, liver biopsy, MRI scans, and ultrasound scans, and then more endoscopies if there are bowel symptoms. So, yeah. So, what are the different types of autoimmune? Is type 1, which is anti-nuclear or anti-smooth muscle antibodies. And there's type 2, which is liver, kidney, microsmall antibodies. Type 2 is less common, but more likely to affect younger children and can present an acute liver failure. Type
Stephen,
2 is...
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go on then. And that's the thing. Anyone can ask away anything, by the way.
How old was you when you first got liver disease?
I was genetically it happened that the liver disease I got was genetically based. So it happened like the very early conception. So
Yeah.
I was already born with it, and it took 6 weeks to diagnose.
So 6 weeks old.
Yeah, and during that time, I was feeding a lot. I was constantly feeding. I was having the dark brown stools, the pale stools, dark brown urine, but at the time they thought it. They didn't realise it was liver disease. The midwife, because they knew nothing about it at the time.
Yeah.
So
how old are you? 26.
I'm 26 now. So that then it was So hey Stephen, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing okay, mate. Has Daniel got? Have you got any health conditions, Daniel?
No.
No. He's just come. He's come for the support as usual, and he's always welcome here.
Daniel's always in.
Yeah, he's always here
Try to be.
supporting He's always supporting everyone. So big up Daniel. How is it usually treated? Prednisolone, which is a normal steroid, first used as treatment. High-dose steroids are required when treatment starts. It can gradually be reduced depending on blood tests and symptoms. The overall aim of treatment is to ensure the disease is treated using as little medicine as possible. Side effects of steroids can be being more likely to pick up infection because it takes away your immunity, increased appetite and weight gain, acne, a risk of bone weakness, behavioural changes, slower growth, diabetes in some individuals, azathioprine. Oh Jesus, that's going back in time. And I don't know what. There's other sort of medication such as usually oxalic acid, usually given to children with ASC rather than the other. The aim is to improve the bile flow through the actual bile ducts. The bile ducts is what I had the problem with when I was born. So I'll quickly run through that and then I'll go back through what biliatresia is. This can depend on a variety of things, but treatment usually it has to be continued for a long time, normally years. Considering stopping treatment can only be done if they been at least 2 years with completely normal blood tests, and often can be only if a repeated liver biopsy shows that the inflammation in the liver has disappeared. If treatment is decreased, it is done very slowly. Remission is the aim of treatment. A relapse is when the liver disease becomes active again, so after remission. So it's kind of like like you could put cancer into remission and it has a relapse and comes back again. So this may pick up on blood tests, maybe not noticeable with symptoms and reappearing and so forth. It's really now the importance that young people understand the importance of taking their medication properly, even if they feel okay. During a relapse, medicine doses can need to be increased to bring the disease back under control. Continuing stopping treatment can only be done if they've been, like I already said. If treatment is decreased, it is done very slowly. About 20% of children, young people with type 1 autoimmune hepatitis who respond well to medication can eventually stop treatment. What's that? What was that again? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Daniel. Those
Leeds will be 10 points below relegation. 10 points above relegation. So
I can't. Daniel, you you got back and then it dropped off again. What's it about the leads? What's happening? Monitoring the condition is really important. Regular blood tests are taken to measure the AST. These are the enzymes normally represented the liver cells that can be used.
He's rolled along this long.
What? When first diagnosed, testing may be done weekly to see how the quickly level of steroids can be reduced as the condition of blood tests will be needed less. So, and what happens if it progresses? Chronic liver disease include weight loss, poor weight gain, ascites, poor hypertension, jaundice, and the functional liver affected by the disease. For example, vitamin K may be given to help which helps the blood to clot. Liver transplantation is considered in cases that do not respond to medicine when the liver is damaged beyond repair and the complications life-threatening. Rate of liver transplantation is higher in case of autoimmune cirrhosis, cholangitis, and recurrence of the autoimmune liver disease. So in those cases, you can end up having more transplants as such. So, but it's very rare that can happen. Yeah, any questions so far?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I was wondering where everyone's got to because like they all said they'd come back for this. I don't know why. Right. Right. As I said, I'm live. No, I'm live, mate. Right, so. Yeah. Don't know.
Bargav's in the comments, by the way, Stephen.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Connor. Hi, Bargav. Headphones are dead. Oh. You ain't got wired ones or something. Yeah. Try and let you know now. Trying to send for people. Right, unfortunately, the doctor couldn't come on to this week either. So yeah, if anyone in the comments has got any questions or anything, Stephen, what do you need for your blood and nutrition with liver disease? Not much really, because my liver's quite well in itself. There's not much in terms of nutrition that can be adapted to suit. I might have sort of vitamin tablets to sort of help my vessels grow because I'm waiting for the vessels to grow around this blockage to see if it does relieve pressure. But the more that continues, the more likely it's not going to happen. But in terms of the actual liver disease, because I've had a transplant, usually it means that that I don't usually need it, but yeah, sometimes yeah, but at the minute is with my thrombosis the way it is, because I lose albumin every week. I have to have albumin every week. It's not because of the actual liver itself. It's just because of this clot building up pressure. So I have albumin every week, and then sometimes the blood level, because of the albumin, falls even further, and I have to have like a pint of blood or something pumped into us. It's why I look really sort of pale at times, because there's a lack of blood in the system.
How often do you have appointments? Do you have appointments every so often?
Yeah, so I have to go to the hospital every week to have these infusions.
Oh,
Now they're hopefully yeah, especially when they happen in your hepatic artery and they only just pick it up and they've got to rush you into a radiology to try and stop it killing the liver. It's fucking very scary, trust me. It is very scary. But and it's literally one where it literally, as soon as it clots in the hepatic artery, it starts killing your liver at a rapid rate of knots, and you've got to react. And but where it's with me at the minute, it's causing enough problems itself, but it's weird question, but I'm guessing. No, mate, I ain't scared. Luckily, because I had good play specialists on the ward with the kids. They usually go up not needing to worry about needles and stuff. I actually have to look at it when it goes in, otherwise I get nervous. I actually have to look at it. So, and when I was about weeks old and a couple months or a few months old during hospital, I would really wind up the nurses and the doctors in particular who are doing the cannulas, because I'd laugh during when they're putting the cannula in. I'd be laughing at them, I would be crying. And one time this doctor said, "Can you tell your son to stop laughing?" She told my mum to literally, "Can you just tell him to stop laughing at me? I'm doing horrible things to him. He's just sitting there giggling." So it's just, yeah, it's never been a sort of an issue because you've grown up around it. It's like with all things with health wise, because you've grown up with it, it's not affecting as much as other people.
Yeah.
Are there things you can't do, like jumping off planes or roller? I could do roller coasters and jumping off planes, but I ain't going to. I ain't going to. Nah. I like my life the way it is.
I'm guessing you can't do proper contact sports like boxing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't do like boxing or rugby. Football definitely can't do anymore. So it's annoying, but yeah, in the end, well, I could do football in a sense, but not like like real proper contact football. It could be in goal, and that's about it. Did you ever play sport when you were young? Yeah, I did. I used to play as a goalkeeper for football. I like playing tennis at high school because they had high tennis courts and they put the tennis nets up. Yeah, I like to do the fair few sports that I could possibly do, but the one sport I play now is pool or snooker because it's a lot easier because it's not that physical. Apart from having the power in your arms, so that I'm really good at. So I always try and get down a snooker hall when I can.
Yeah.
Because I do miss that actually. I do miss that out of lockdown. I was literally at the snooker hall the day before they were gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
Again. I was like, I had to get my snooker in. One last snooker session. Get one last snooker session in. right? But the where I go is usually safe because the bar is completely separate from the snooker hall,
Yeah.
right? And the snooker hall's got their own sort of space.
Mm.
No, not usually. If you have diabetes, it does, but not usually. Right? I started drinking Coke when I was about 4 years old, right? And I usually had a problem since. So I try and have like one a day, max two, and that's it. But yeah, usually it's not been a problem. What about you, Troy? 'Cause I know you've had kidney troubles. So,
What's that?
is there any sort of drinks that you have to take it easy on because of your kidney?
No, not after
No.
my transplant.
No.
I'm told to drink as much as possible.
Yeah, that's the thing. You put at least 2 liters a day in it. So,
Mm.
Velvet Swan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How's everyone doing?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
good.
Well,
I'm good. Is there anything you need to get off your chest? Anything you want to talk about? Like, how you cope with lockdown? Anything?
Yeah, lockdown's just been tough, really. Like, because I'm at my first year at uni, so we have to do like online lessons, staying at home. We can't travel or anything there, so been difficult. And I just woke up today to hear that my uncle passed away from COVID. So
Oh no,
yeah,
I'll send you my best regards.
Yeah.
thanks.
Condolences, mate. Right, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I did luckily my first year, and then the second year I had to take off. My third year would have been this year, which would have been stuck in COVID, which would have been scary to be honest, because like that when it started happening towards the end of last year. If I was still well, I would have been going to university and I could have easily got it. And
Yeah.
so yeah, but yeah, yeah.
Were you on the shielding list, Stephen?
Yeah, I was part of class as vulnerable. What about
Yeah, I
you?
was. I was as well.
Have they given you the vaccine?
No, you can't have one for under 16.
Ah, okay. So they've given,
If it's like 19 and above year two, you're
yeah, they've
registered
given
for
it
the
to
vaccine.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've given it to me, and they weren't going to leave my mum out, but because my mum comes down with this because I'm passing incapacity, so she's like my carer and advocate, in case like I lose the plot. But yeah, she comes down with us, and I said, look, she's my carer. Can she have it as well? And they're like, yeah, we've got some cancellations. We'll do it for you. So luckily, my mum's been done at the same time, so that way we'll both be protected. And actually, it affected her more than me, to be honest.
Yeah.
And she had more like sort of flu symptoms than I did. And actually, this is the thing I wanted to discuss about actually, because if you've got immune suppression drugs to take, what the charity when I've been speaking to the charity members, when I've been speaking about in meetings about this channel, we went through about what happened with COVID, and they said they've known patients that have got COVID after having a transplant or having liver problems anyway, and they said they haven't had many symptoms at all.
Yeah.
Because apparently what COVID does, it's sort of something that sends your immune system into overdrive, thinking there's an infection. So it sends it into a massive overdrive. That's why you get loads of chest and fluid problems and all that with it. And because you're immune suppressed, when you have that and you get it, those acceleration just brings it from a low level but to a normal level. So you may get a few symptoms, right? and they know the people that don't take as much immune suppressant get even more symptoms. So I'm not going to test this theory out. Let's be honest. I'm not going to exactly go running down the street and say, "Hey, come and touch me. I'm perfectly fine." But it's kind of weird how your class is vulnerable, so they keep you shielded, but when actually you don't have to, because it doesn't affect the way it affects you doesn't really make that much of an impact on you.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I said, I wouldn't want to try it. Trust me. Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about, guys? Anything?
No.
No. About this one, is there anything you want to talk about?
Not really. I'm just
Okay.
watching the Southampton game at the moment.
Still
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's surprising, being Leeds.
No,
Right.
the VAR strikes again in that match as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hang on, let me just have a look. No, just looking at what could be Everton's new stadium.
Lineups are out for Chelsea, Daniel.
It's gone here.
Oh, he's gone.
Right. Anyway, let's
It was Daniel.
Military Treasure. So I'll show you what the actual problem I did have, because you weren't probably. You could find this actually on, if you go on the Discord, I've put the link in there already for this, so you can look it up on Discord if you wanted to.
Daniel, you know the Chelsea teams are.
I've heard one team. I've heard one Chelsea lineup, and I've heard another Chelsea lineup. So I don't know which one to.
What is the Chelsea lineup?
I'll try and get it up here.
I got mine. It says Werner and Giroud.
Wait, don't, hang on. Wait, that can wait till.
Oh, that should be a goal, fam. What's going on?
That could be wait. That
She
could
didn't
wait
blow the
till,
whistle. That's why it's not a
hang
goal.
on,
Yeah.
hang on. Don't give the the team lineup. Don't give it yet, because that can be waited till the actual watch along.
I just playing 5 at the back.
Is Bayern playing tonight, isn't it?
What's that?
Yeah. Bayern are playing Lazio.
Oh, 2 good games.
Yeah, 2 good games. So share that. God's sake, why do you do another tab?
One here saying they're playing 4 at the back, some are playing 5 at the back. Yeah, it's 5 at the back. Not 5 at the back, 3 at the back, and then the wing backs.
Yeah.
Holy moly, this is just ridiculous. There you go. Right, Billy Treasure. Like I said, I'll put this on already on Discord so you can look this up. So just give you a quick rundown. Before birth, medical condition, it can occur before birth due to bile ducts developing abnormally. Shortly after birth, due to the bile ducts becoming inflamed or obstructed. That's the 2 sort of ways it can happen. In most babies, biliary atresia, bile ducts on the inside and the outside of the liver are affected, eventually leading to a complete blockage of bile flow from the liver. This in turn causes scarring or fibrosis on the liver. The causes are unknown. Parents often feel guilty that they may have in some way contributed to their child having the condition. Those things are understandable, but there is no evidence to suggest that biliary atresia is the hereditary condition that can be passed on to children from their parents, or due to anything that the parents might have done or taken. People with biliary atresia will not pass on the condition to their own children. So, yeah, research has been carried out, but there's no definitive answers to why. Which has always been the case in my case. It's always been, I can't find out why. First few weeks of life, babies will often, babies with biliary atresia often seen well apart from being jaundice, yellow discoloration of the skin, and whites of the eyes, and in some cases feeding more often. Prolonged jaundice lasting more than 2 weeks in the body in a full-term baby or 3 weeks in a preterm baby should be explored further and can be key sign of biliary atresia. Other signs are pale stool and dark urine as well. If a baby has the signs of the symptoms, and then you need to do the following usual, which is blood test, urine test, liver excretion test, or biopsy, basically. That's a brief rundown of what it is. So I just don't know why, but usually they would do a Kasai to sort of as a radical procedure, but it usually ending up having a transplant from that anyway. So
the lineup's confirmed now for both teams.
Yeah, we'll say that until
Yeah, I know.
yeah, so that's the lineup anyway. But yeah, where's the where is this? I'm just trying to find this. We're 10 likes already. Let's get people in. Right, let's get people in. Let's try and help as many people as we can. Share the stream while we're live. Let's try and get some more likes on here before we finish up. So yeah, first thing I also want to touch on as well is I will show you some of the articles that have been done on it. Yeah, that's it. Let's get people in. Right, if you've got any issues, come on the show. Coke is bad for you. Yeah, I know, but everything out of proportion is bad for you. To be honest, but some are worse than others. This bloody others. Yeah, so they I did a local did it in the local paper, and it went to this actually went online. It didn't actually go in the Daily Mail itself, but it went in the online. So a student who's divided the odds 23 years old, so it's 3 years ago. Had biliary atresia. It means that bile, which digests food, cannot get to his liver to the gallbladder. He was diagnosed at 6 weeks, had his first one, age 1, and he's now coming from 6, done in November in 2017. Yeah, 2017. Don't know why I was pushing myself over that. So you can see that's just from my last transplant. And back on. And if it weren't for Mum, I wouldn't be here.
Your mum's a spitting image of you.
Oh, yeah, that was when she was, that's when she was a lot, go away, younger. And she's had to, because she's had to give part of, when Mr. Feely was just 1 year old, he had a transplant of part of the liver of his mother, and was the 12th person ever to have a partial transplant from a living relative in the UK. So yeah, that's just some of it. It's just, you can tell the liver's not working because you can see the jaundice going on. That whole period there was just a shit show. To be honest, that was not. They unfortunately, when they did surgery there, they had accidentally pierced the no, coke in general is just bad for you. It's just generally bad for you. It depends actually. Yeah, that time I had a divert blood flow, which worked fine, and then overnight the artery to the liver collapsed and killed the liver. So they had to do an emergency sort of transplant to save us, really. Had that, and then apparently what had happened is they perforated the stomach without noticing during surgery. And it weren't until we started moaning about them. First started moaning about it 3 weeks beforehand. There was something wrong. 3 weeks later, they worked it out, and then realised they couldn't do anything apart from glue it together and then keep us dry for about 8 weeks. So I couldn't eat or drink for 8 weeks. That's all. So that tube that was there goes all the way not to my stomach, but to my duodenum, which is below the stomach to keep it dry. So that way it can stay fed. Because otherwise I was screwed. So yeah, it was a pain in the ass that period as well. And I think those extra stays in hospital, that was 2011, just sort of ruined my whole. It ruined all the veins access I had. So this is why now they can't. This is why now they can't do. This is why now they can't do. Hang on, I haven't seen this one. Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, it's just in a different format. Yeah, this is why now. What am I saying? Yeah, this is why now I can't get any access to do surgery to solve the current issue I've got, because they've wrecked it all. So I'm stuck the way it is at the minute until maybe the vein heals itself, or unless the little veins that grow around a blockage, which are called collaterals, grow around it to solve it, or the veins that are there like become more patent and accessible. And to be honest, we've been waiting for them to become more accessible for about 9 years, and it still ain't worked. They still ain't done it yet. So it's nearly 10 years now. It still ain't been patent. So,
Saying that, Tottenham are linked with Dean Henderson.
what?
Tottenham and Borussia Dortmund lead list of potential suitors for Dean Henderson.
Stupid.
Wait, signed for Dean Henderson.
The goalkeeper.
Yeah, at United.
Nah, Man United wouldn't be that stupid.
He should replace
Just
De
come
Gea.
up on-
De Gea's finished.
Just come up on Sky Sports then.
I think De Gea has done well. Why would they get rid of their future star? That's what bugs me. Why get rid of him?
Because he's not getting game time and it'll stunt his growth.
Yeah, but sure you want to learn one of the best keepers on the planet.
Oh, what's the Max Aaron's deal saying for Arsenal? Or is it
For
Everton?
Deal.
It's for Everton, I think, isn't it? Fabrizio Romano tweeted, Everton are interested in Max Aarons as potential target for the next transfer window. As
Well, that means Everton will
Ancelotti's
get him there.
looking
Everton will
for
get
a
him
new
there.
right back.
Everton will get him.
Yeah, because they got Godfrey, he could convince
He's
him.
also said Bayern Munich have already opened talks with Norwich to sign Aarons. Man United are scouting him as well.
Great, we're fucked. We ain't getting in there.
No, he won't join United. He won't be a backup. He wants to start.
Yeah, but you see that why would you go? Why? Nah, man, nah. We ain't getting him. Not if Everton want him. Not if Bayern want him. Not if Man U want him. All three clubs have got more power than we have. We got fuck all.
I think he's better than who's it? Pavard. Yeah, he's better than Pavard.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, the way it's going with Norwich, they'll be in the Premier League next season. What's the
Yeah,
difference
they're
between
at the
Norwich
top
and
now.
Arsenal? What's the
Norwich
difference?
Arsenal are a much bigger club.
Yeah, but we got no Europe. All we got to offer is money. And
Yo,
the
have you?
fans are already pissed. The fans are already pissed off because they don't want to. That they don't want to spend more on players that are too much.
You won't be able to sign anyone if you're not in Europe.
We won't. This is the point. But yeah, Arteta win fans still think it's the right way around. Right, we'll still be fine. You know, it's delusional. It's absolutely delusional. But there you go. Yeah, is anyone in the chat? If you've got any more questions, if you've got any more anything you want to get off your chest before we wrap this up? Yeah, because then comes
What time are you starting the watch along?
what time am I starting the watch along? I am doing a watch along at 7:20. I might put that to 7:30, depending. It also depends who you're getting, because like we can discuss about it. So, but hopefully, if everyone has what time you want to let it go stream, it's starting at 7:20, Daniel. So
Who do you think's gonna win?
Atleti are gonna batter.
Well, either way, I'm gonna wrap it up there because then I got time to set myself up. But yeah, well, it's another good stream, and yes, thanks for everyone that's tuned in as usual. Thanks to Charlie as well, and Velvish One. Sending you my best wishes as well. But yeah, thanks to everyone that's tuned in. And everyone that is tuned in already at the minute, and don't forget we've got the watch along at 7:20. So 7:20 we'll put it up. So when we beat you'll it's okay.
I'm liking the confidence.
Okay. I like the confidence, but there you go. And then until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll speak to you in about 20 minutes. Bye bye.
In a bit, everyone.